Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome into Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. My name is Pete, and for the next 2 hours, probably more, we got a lot of songs today. We're going to be playing your best independent music from all around this big blue marble of ours, and we do it thanks to these fine folks here, DistroKid. Yeah, did you know that with DistroKid, for less than 25 bucks a year, you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums? Yeah, it's true. Check them out. And the good news is you can even save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan if you use the link up there or in the description. We thank DistroKid because they are who keep the lights on around here and allow me to rock out to your music each and every week. We got some amazing artists for you, some great songs. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do some Play My Fire beats. Yes, it's still going. We've got a featured artist. We've got some covers to dive into. And we're going to kick things off here with someone who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give them one anyway. It's Mr. Greg Hutto, and he's got a brand new tune that absolutely rocks. It's called Monochrome Dreams. Your Music Live, baby. It's on the air. Let's do this thing.
Sometimes the dark feels brighter than the light. Losing dreams that fade away. Shame to pray to find my day. The world is loud, but it's so still. In the haze, I find my love. Feel the clouds I cannot see. Frame and face the world to me. They fade away. Change the brain of my day. People chase the sunset flame, but I see the stars that feel the same. Beneath the pigment to shade my song. In shades of gray, the beauty's strong. Shades of gray, the beauty's strong. The dream that got me through. Lost in answers, I see it's true. No gas of colors to blind my sight. Sometimes the dark feels brighter than the light. Brighter than the light.
Oh, yeah. Greg Hutto here on Your Music Live to kick us off in style. That is a very cool tune. He's got that Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilot, Smashing Pumpkins kind of 90s, mid-90s awesomeness vibe going on, which I, for one, approve of. Yeah, I love a bit of 90s grunge rock. I was sitting up with my wife Georgie last night, and we were listening to some very cool grungy tunes and having a real good old time, old school style. So yeah, nothing quite like it. They do say that the music from your like 20s, like your teens to sort of your late 20s, that's always going to be your jam. And yeah, 30 years later, still my jam. Hey, welcome aboard. If it's your first time here, hello. I hope you're doing well. If you're catching up on the replay, g'day. I realize that this isn't the perfect time for everyone in the world. So whether you're here live or on the replay, I hope you're doing well. You can hit the thumbs up button down below. That tells all the YouTube robots to go off and do their weird web crawly thing and tell other people to come and watch the show as well. Hello to our folks that are here. We got Michael, we got Barry, we got Tremor Bear. Michael's song says that was cool. It was. G'day, Joe and Barry Glenn. Pause and guitars. Mike and Dawn Janice were here nice and early. Hello to you, the Falcrow. Whenever I see the Falcrow, I think of like 80s TV shows. You know, there was like $6 Million Man and Knight Rider. There should have been a show called The Falcrow, and it's about this guy that dresses up as a falcon and solves crime in his spare time. Hey, that rhymes, and you know that rhymes. Should we play another song before I keep rhyming some more? Yeah, let's jump over to the UK now, and an artist that I always enjoy. They're called Sticks for Guns, and they say, this piece I could imagine as the theme tune for a dark thriller type movie. There you go, on the same sort of media, movies, TV shows kind of thing. Not sure whether to release this or not. Well, you folks be the judge. Let Sticks for Guns know whether this should be released to the world. I think it should. Yo Music Live! I mean, I get what Sticks for Guns means here with like, do I put this out? I think you do. I mean, I'm very biased in this respect because I say create, record, release. I think that everything that you make should be shared with the world and should be released with DistroKid, and you should put it everywhere because why not? And I get it. Like some people say, but it doesn't fit my usual style or genre. But people can make their own playlists and people can listen to some of your stuff and not others. You can have variety, I think, these days. I think the days of if you're a punk band, you've got to play punk music and you can't ever do a ballad. I think they're kind of gone by the wayside. So I think that's cool. Very cool stuff indeed. Yeah, round of the paws are definitely required here. G'day, Doug Kidder. If I haven't said g'day to you, say hello in the chat. Let us know. Let us know where you're dialing in from here. Are you watching the hockey? I'm not, but I will be as soon as the show's done. No, that doesn't mean we're going to rush through the show. We've got amazing music to play. And if it's your first time here, a couple of bits of housekeeping. You want to submit a song for a future show, you can use the link right there or down in the description, or just go to studiolivetoday.com/YML, and that'll take you straight to the form that you fill in. You'll notice that down in the description, while you're down there hitting the thumbs up button, you'll notice that every track that we're going to play on this week's show is there. If you're on the replay or even if you're here live, you can see the playlist. You voted. I used to like keeping it a surprise. You said, no, Johns, I want to see the playlist in advance. I want to know when my song's being played. And then you stamped your foot and you had a little tanty. No, you didn't really. But I said, okay, if that's what people want, we're going to go with that. You'll also notice that we play about 1 to 2 minutes of all these songs. I consider this show the Whitman sampler of music shows because it's a celebration of music. It's always delicious and you never quite know what you're going to get, but you do know you're going to get a little taste. The first taste is free. Then you've got to go down into the description and check out the channels of these amazing creators and artists, such as the Sonic Dream Believers, who says, nothing hurts a man. Lyrics by Kevin Troutman put to a tune by Jimmy Image is a song about losing a lover. I think it's a good example of Kevin's best writing. I leaned on Meta AI for images because it provides a bit of animation and it's free, which is necessary when songs don't generate any income. Here. So yeah, I don't mind a bit of AI when it comes to the video side of things. The audio, maybe. This is Sonic Dream Believers, folks.
Tsunami of tears. He's been folded origami for many a year, twist tied in a sack of torturous fears, blinking from a blind spot that his eyes didn't clear. Well, nothing hurts a man, nothing wrecks his plan, nothing hurts a man like losing a lover again. scars. Hung on the hooks of diminishing stars, lost to the physics of galaxies charred in a black hole of pain down where the hopeless are. And nothing burns your hands, turns good soil to sand, scorches all your land like booze in a lager can. He's a planet wildly off his course.
I really like the songwriting and the song structure in this one. I love the da 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 da. It's almost like the chorus is like a 3 lines of a verse and then the hook. And it's really interesting because quite often it'll be like very separated where you're like verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. But something like that is just different, isn't it? And I love that because I love some variety in a song. And variety is, after all, the spice of life. A little bit of dynamics here and there really does make for a cool tune. So good job there, the Sonic Dream Believers. Nothing hurts a man, which is untrue because there are plenty of things that hurt a man, despite what some people will say. Yeah, there's 2 types of men. Men who have emotions and feelings and admit that they can be hurt sometimes, and liars. Oh yeah, and sociopaths. Who also happen to be liars. All right, let's play another tune. We've eased you in here. I mean, Greg was pretty heavy. Then we eased you in a little bit. Now it's time to melt your face with some Distorted Fate. Automation Carnage Code is my longest metal project yet. It's a combination of many types of metal and quite experimental. Overall, it's heavy and groovy, yet containing some melodies as well. I hope you enjoy it, Pete. Thank you. Well, I hope you enjoy it. All of you. This is Distorted Fate here on Your Music Live. Love it. It reminds me of some of the tracks I used to play on like Guitar Hero and Rock Band, all the ones where you had to do the up and down. Where my Guitar Hero friends at? Yeah, I spent for a while there. I was playing more Guitar Hero than I was playing guitar, and then I realized that it was kind of a little bit silly, and I probably needed to switch back to actual guitar. I was sitting there one night and I was trying to play this one piece of music on Guitar Hero for about 2 hours and kept failing and was getting really frustrated. Then I'm like, wait a minute, I own a real guitar and the ability to play real music. Why am I wrestling with a piece of plastic and getting frustrated? I'm going to go and play real guitar. But it is a bit of fun. I got to admit, Guitar Hero is fun. I used to play it with my wife, and it was always a good time. Especially like Rock Band, where you could have like the drummer and then the singer. Yeah, it was good times. I don't know why we stopped doing them. See, I just went. That was a roller coaster ride, wasn't it? That was like, oh, Rock Band was terrible and Guitar Hero was terrible, and then I hated it, and then I was right back to nostalgic. I wish it would come back again. All right, this next tune is dedicated to those who, in the street, seem to exist to live or to survive. It's our mate Bryce Arnold Gulerin, and it's called The Side of the Street here on Your Music Live. just outstanding all around. Yeah, that modulation, something you don't hear in a lot of modern music with the da da, just dropping, just modulating the key. Worked a treat. And then some of those reversed samples along with the forward samples, like it kind of felt like it was this circular kind of vibe going on. Really good. Again, amazing production and lots of variety and dynamics going on in that tune. Hello, Happy Ron. Yeah, good stuff indeed from Bryce Arnaud Guerin, and really good to have the English translation there as well on the screen for you, so that you can follow along. It was a cool song to begin with, but when you can hear the exact translation of what's being written, it just gives you that additional connection with the songwriter, which is a cool thing. Hey, you know what else is a cool thing? Our mate Middle Suburbia, who shares a lot of great music, especially over on slaps.com, which happens to be DistroKid's wonderful sharing platform. Yeah, it's like SoundCloud before SoundCloud got too SoundCloudy. Know what I mean? I'll tell you a little bit more about it after this, actually. Let's talk about slaps.com today, because it is from our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. This is Middle Suburbia, and they say this song is written from the perspective of someone who has achieved mainstream success only to find out how hollow and unfulfilling it can be at the top. Oh, wowzers. Yeah, shine in that mirror. I love it. Middle Suburbia, Your Music Live.
Yeah, I'm feeling hollow, what's the deal? Used to ball hard, now it's hard to feel real. Losers in my face, but they don't know the pain. Flexing for the gram, but inside I'm insane. Emptiness is a far cry. Stacking paper, but I'm wondering why. Falling out, but my soul's on freeze. Hollow hustle got me begging, please. On the grind, but I'm lost in the game. Chasing after labels who can't remember my name. About that life, but my heart feels like a ghost. I would toast to the memories, but I don't wanna boast. Emptiness is a far cry. Stacking paper, but I'm wondering why. Falling out, but my soul's on freeze. Hollow hustle got me begging, please. Emptiness is a far cry. Stacking paper, but I'm wondering why. Falling out, but my soul's on freeze. Hollow hustle got me begging, please. Fake smiles, yeah, they're cutting real deep. Living in this void, can't escape, can't sleep. Sipping on that pain, drowning in regrets. Crown on my head, but no one hears my laments. Empty bottles, empty thoughts, what the fuck am I saying? Chasing all these dreams, but they keep on delaying. Thought I was a savage, now I'm just a shell. In this dark abyss, can't escape this hell, yeah. Emptiness is a far cry. Stacking paper, but I'm wondering why. Falling out, but my soul's on freeze. Hollow hustle got me begging, please. Emptiness is a far cry.
How cool is that? It's got that very Everlast vibe, if you remember the band from the 90s, with like What It's Like and the Ends. And yeah, really cool, really interesting topic, isn't it? And I think for those of for those of us that haven't tasted the high levels of success and fame and fortune, I think there is this misconception that as soon as you make it, everything is perfect. Life is great. You have everything you could ever want. So why shouldn't we all strive for it? Yet I pitch the other side of it, which is that I've seen it. You've seen it time and time again. Look, I don't know people that have been famous, but I've been near people that have been famous, and I've definitely observed people. And it's a roller coaster. It ain't no cruise control. It is absolutely, because what are you doing once you're successful? You're chasing the next high, and that can have very dire consequences, as we've seen by like the 27 Club, of all the people that left us way too early because they achieved all their things, and then it's like, well, what now? And look, I'm not saying don't strive to be successful. Absolutely, you should strive to be the best you can be, but you also need to define what success looks like for you. And this is what a lot of people get caught up in. They're like, I want a record deal. I want to be famous. I want to get all the clicks and the follows and the likes and the hangers on and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, how's that going for a lot of the famous, popular people right now? A, you get a whole lot of hate in response, and B, yeah, you end up having this hollow life where you're only defined by the last thing you did, and people will just forget you and toss you aside. Anyway, I say all that to say we should all be poor. Yes, absolutely. And I know this comes from a place of, can I just say, this comes from a place of privilege of someone who is middle class, who hasn't ever had to wonder where their next meal is coming from. So I get it. I get the chase and I get the desire for it. But it's like everything. Nothing is great at either end of the spectrum. No one wants to be like in the gutter, like and homeless and unhoused, like in the last song. And I would argue that even though we aspire to it, and many of us think, "Oh, how cool would it be to be rich?" I really don't think it would be. Not that level. Comfortable, yes. Rich, like rich and famous and in the spotlight and under pressure all the time. I don't think so. Yeah, humble. Yeah. I just want some free food. I want some free food too. Who was having burgers beforehand? It was driven to right, and they said that they went out for a burger and the burger was cold. See, that's sad. I had a mushroom burger yesterday and it was superb. It was one of the best mushroom burgers I've had in a while. Let's talk about slaps.com. They are from our wonderful friends at DistroKid, and we just played Daniel, Middle Suburbia's song on their Hollow Hustle. Here's the cool thing. I can now come down here and leave a comment. I can say, just spun this on YML. It was awesome. So you can have interaction here on slaps.com. You can throw fire on people's tracks as you saw me doing. You can save. Sharing is as simple as tapping and tapping again. Tapper, tapper, tapper. And it's a place where you can share your music too. So I've got my songs here. I've only got 31 tracks up there, but it's a great place for sharing demos or little 8-bar tracks, as I did in this case. You can put your complete songs on there. There's my Songtember song Learn from last year. The first version of it. It was the first place. Actually, that's the Mars Capone remix. There's mine. There's my song Learn. So it was the final thing. So it's just a cool place to share music. And look, there you go, Middle Suburbia, commenting on my music. So you can see how it's just a great place to share music. And it's super simple. There's different groups in there. You can post your own music. And see this thing in the corner, this CTR? That's your comment to track ratio. That means you gotta be engaging. Because if you're not commenting on other people's music, then you can't post your music. You got to comment on 5 people's music for every one track you post. It just creates this wonderful, it's this social network, but in the true sense of it, not just like one-way blasting communication. It's two-way. And it's all good. So yeah, do use that. And a little tip for you, if you've been having trouble logging into slaps.com, there is an issue that I've discovered. I've reported it to DistroKid. But if you go to slaps.com, sometimes it won't let you log in if you're hitting that login button. If you go slaps.com/login and then another slash, so I'll put this in the chat here for anyone that's struggling. Slaps.com/login/, it'll log you in. It'll take you straight to the login page and log you in. So if, like me, you've had a few issues lately, that's the way to get your login going on if you find that you go to Slaps and it won't let you log in. There you go. Public service announcement. We help folks out. Hello to Ethan Bybee. Pause and guitars. Give that a crack. Let me know if that works for you. Because I was trying everything. I was trying refreshing. I was trying different browsers. And then I think there's an issue with that button. It's not linking to the login page correctly. So give it a go and let me know. Hey, that rhymes, doesn't it? We're going to do our Play My Fire beat in just a jiffy. But before that, we're going to play this tune. It comes to us from Relieved in Black, who say the 4th track from our upcoming album, Tender Kisses from the Realms Beyond, called Burn Baby Burn. It's about how we are racing straight into the apocalypse and probably deserve to die burning. Yes, it's an uplifting number from our friends at Relieved in Black. Let's give it a spin on Your Music Live. Oh yeah, very cool. Relieved in Black, and yes, part of the cross pollination between Thomas Christ's You Rock show and Your Music Live. There's a lot of folks that come across from both platforms and end up on the other, which is very cool. And look, there's some that don't, and that's totally cool too. There's some that kind of are more the You Rock vibe, and some are more the YML vibe, and don't cross over, and that's totally cool too. Otherwise, you know what? Thomas and I might as well just combine and do one show. Really, at the end of the day. I know we're a bit different. He plays the whole song, I play parts of it. We have different segments, etc. But yeah, there is strength in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Let's let's grab our next track here. Comes to us from Loco Push, who say recorded in GarageBand and Logic Pro, video made with Kaiba. It is called Borrowed Boy. This is Loco Push here on Your Music Live.
I couldn't help but think of beauty and joy the first time I met Borrowed Boy at an art exhibition at East City Gallery. With the confidence of the rich, he whispered to me, I can climb a tree to build a tree house for my happy family to talk all night. I can drive a fast car to the racetrack for my happy family to shout from the back. You've gone too far, you better turn back. We know boys like you can fall through the cracks. Uncle Barry asked, what are the tears for? You better toughen up for the culture war. I lowered my gun, the noise out on the veranda was only the boy back from a bender. He asked, can I crash on your couch? I'll be gone in the morning. I'm stuffed up again, he mumbled drunkenly. We hadn't heard from him for a few weeks, so we tracked him down to an old warehouse. We smashed the door down, I cried, what have you done? An art installation gone horribly wrong. A beer in one hand, a burger in the other. Asleep in the bed, he joined his dead mother.
Okay, that is on another level of weird that I, for one, personally approve of in a big bad way. Loco Push, where have you been all our lives? That is so much fun. The song in itself is an absolute just wacky, weird trip. And then you watch the video. How cool is that? Yeah, exactly. Creepy, but a cool creepy for sure. All right. Yeah. Oh wow. And it's yeah, I'm just reading. I'm getting distracted here. I'm reading like the description there, and artists clearly from Australia, possibly New Zealand, maybe with the accent, but definitely from down here, down this way, and the giant sheep. Yeah, we are famous for our giant animals. We literally, if you're driving around Australia, there's the big lobster, there's the big sheep, big merino wool sheep. There's we've got big banana. Yeah, ding. The big pineapple up in Queensland. Yeah, you can go inside a big pineapple. And here in the Riverland in South Australia, we've got a big orange. Because who hasn't ever wanted to climb upstairs into a big, giant F-off orange? I was thinking to myself before this show, hey, we only got 36 tracks today. Maybe we could get through these in 2 hours. And then, I don't know what's in my my cup of iced coffee here, but we've gone a bit weird. But that's okay. Hopefully you come here for the weirdness. Otherwise, this show could be a playlist. Let's be very honest. If it wasn't for the conversations we have, the wonderful chatter that goes on here in the live stream, you could just listen to this as a playlist. It would be the same stuff. So hopefully some of my shenanigans, my malarkey, Yes, I use the M word too. Can be a bit entertaining. Let us give this a spin. This is our mate Phantom Agent. Speaking of down under, he comes from a land down under where women blow and men chunder. He says hard funk for hard time. Phantom Agents on YMM. Later in the afternoon on a Monday, I'm walking around and I'm always like, why is like my neck kind of sore? And you know what it is? It's the bopping, it's the head banging, it's the fact that for 2+ hours I've sat here and experienced some of the best, coolest music going around. Hello, the lethargics. Yes, get the funk up. Absolutely. It is funny when we talk of funk and you look at the subtitles of the YouTube video afterwards, and yeah, it doesn't think you said funk, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even do it. You know what? Someone suggested the hashtag here be hashtag neck, and you know what? I'm absolutely going to make it that. So Doug Kidder is the first entry into our Play by Fire beat, whether he wanted to be or not. He's in. If you don't know what this is all about, Play by Fire beat is our little competition we do each week, and I've been threatening to take it away, but I haven't found a way to replace it yet, or a way to easily replace it. So we're sticking here on StreamYard, and we've got hashtag neck. So if you think I'm a pain in the neck, or if you think that the neck is the part of a guitar, or you're from the 1950s and you're going to be necking with your best gal in the back row of the movies, or what's another meaning of the word neck? A gooseneck microphone. Maybe you've got one of those old school 80s microphones that's on a gooseneck. Or maybe, no, that's enough. Just put hashtag neck in the chat. And what you can win is a play. So you get to decide a song that you would like to play. So you don't have to submit it. You don't have to wait. No playlisting, no form filling outing, nothing like that. You just get to tell me the name of a song and we play it. So we'll do that drawing in a jiffy. Before that, though, we've got this one from Michael, a.k.a. Zedland Band. We're going to jump from Australia all the way up to Canada. He says, hi, Pete. Just needed to jump to attention. It's a jump to conclusion, Matt. That's the worst idea I ever heard. Oh, it's a truly terrible idea. No, sorry. Office Space for my friends who dig the movie Office Space. This is Michael, a.k.a. Zed Land Band. wonderful trip directly to Zland with Michael, aka Zland Band. I wonder if, Michael, do you call yourself Zland or Zealand? Because you're from Canada and I'm from Australia, so I figure it's only apt that I say Zland, but maybe it's Zealand. It's a bit like how Canadians used to say mum, and now I hear a lot of Canadians adapting the American mom. So I don't know. Are Canadians now adapting the Z instead of the Z? Well, that would be a shame, because one must speak the Queen's English. We are all part of the Commonwealth, after all. Call me whatever you like. Just don't call me late for dinner, yeah? I love it. I love it a lot. All right, one more song. Remember, if you're just joining us, we've got the Play My Fire beat coming right up. We've only got 12 entries so far, so you got times. You still got times to get hashtag neck in the chat. Don't ask about the neck. If you're just joining us, you're like, why neck? We're going to play some Happy Ron for you while you wait. And he says, so much better than the first released. Well, guess what? That's what we're all about around here. Practice makes progress, baby. This is actually called Don't Say That About My Baby. Either of them, whether it's my actual child or my significant other. Happy Ron, your music line.
You keep telling me she's gonna do me in, that she don't love to love, she just loves to sin, but you're wrong. Don't say that about my baby. She's not really evil, she's just crazy. She had the hard childhood, she never learned the bad and good. So don't say that about my baby, 'cause I don't want to believe it's true. You say I can't save her from the road she's on. She's driving round in circles, but still she's too far gone. But you're wrong. Don't say that about my baby. She's not really evil, she's just crazy. She had the hard childhood, she never learned the bad from good. So don't say that about my baby, 'cause I'm starting to believe it might be true. Seriously, dude. What am I gonna do?
You don't get to hear the bridge here, but you want to go and listen to the rest of the song from Happy Ron. In fact, you're going to hear a little more of it because we're going to fire up the old giveaway tool here and we're going to turn up Happy Ron, because what better way to draw a winner than with a little Ron background? Oh, it didn't work. It paused. All right,
Say that about
let's do it.
my baby.
Ready?
She's not
Spin.
really evil, she's just crazy. She had the hard childhood, she never learned the bad and good. So don't say that about my baby.
See, I'm glad that winner was Gregory O'Sullivan, because we haven't heard from Gregory O'Sullivan for a while, and we don't even have him on the playlist today. We've got Girlfriend in Your Cupboard or something like that, but yeah, we don't have any Gregory O'Sullivan on the show. So, Greg, I think you know the drill by now, mate. All you need to do is here in the chat in plain text is write your name or your artist name, the platform, and the name of the song. I'll go and search it out and find it, and then we will play it right here on the show. So any of your alter egos are fine too, but just let me know the platform, artist name, and the song. Thank you to Happy Ron for being our winning, our spinners are winners and grinners song today. While we wait on Gregory, let's play this one from old mate Gordon Lee Weaver, who says perhaps we should all take the high road and just rock our socks off. Yeah, sometimes you just got to forget about all the pain and suffering and horrible things going on in the world and just rock out. Absolutely. Just let them be. Gordon Lee Weaver here on Your Music Live.
see around me the good, the bad, the ugly. So many people got love, got hate, let them be. Love to cruise the King's Highway, top down blue sky makes my day. Road rage punk almost hits me. The win awards nominate, screams out with all his anger, nasty insults uncalled for. Not my show, not my monkeys. Let it go, just let them be. I see around me the good, the bad, the ugly. So many people got love, got hate, let them be. My dream flat screen was on sale. Got inline lots of shoppers. My turn and the last TV. Karen behind me grabbed it. She shrieked that I had pushed her. I won't fight for her TV. Rather keep my dignity. Let it go, just let them be. No more stress, won't protest, just fearless. Mind is clear, no more fear. My best year, confident, calm intent, no torment. No more stress, won't protest, just fearless. Mind is clear, no more fear. My best year, confident, calm intent, no torment. No more stress, won't protest, just fearless. Mind is clear, no more fear. My best year, confident, calm intent.
Oh, very cool stuff there from Gordon Lee Weaver. Always an absolute ride with Gordon. You never quite know where it's going, but it's always somewhere cool. And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Gordon Lee Weaver. If you want to learn more about Gordon, he did a wonderful interview with our friend Jade Starr a while ago. I reckon if you type in Jade Starr Gordon Lee Weaver into your search engine of choice, preferably YouTube, you'll come across that one. In fact, I just did it. And look, there is his latest video, and there's the interview I was referencing as well. So if you want to learn more about the intricate ways that Gordon creates his amazing tunes, go and check out his interview with Jade. We have had our win. Our winner of the Play My Fire beat was the one and only Gregory O'Sullivan, and he has paid it forward, which you're welcome to do, as long as it's an artist that we know in this community and that we know will be cool with us playing their songs. And this is someone who we've only played her once or twice on the show ever. It is Eileen Leany Perez, and she has a cover. So we're starting our covers a little early here. This is a cover of a classic tune, one of my favourite Cranberries tunes from the 90s called Linger. So Gregory O'Sullivan paying it forward to Eileen Leany Perez and her cover of Linger. And there you go. He created the track and Leany sings along. Now we know. How good is that? Yeah, fantastic job from Leni Perez and Gregory O'Sullivan doing the backing track. Greg, did you do? I remember a version of that you did, maybe with a voice synthesizer at some point. But yeah, very very cool. Love it when folks collaborate and come together like that. Awesome stuff indeed, and a wonderful song, Dolores O'Riordan. Gone too soon, but doing a homage to it there is Eileen Leni Perez and old mate Gregory O'Sullivan. Good stuff. In fact, I've got a little job to do. I need to make sure I throw this in the description. So I'm going to slot it in there after Gordon Lee Weaver. Going to put a little fire emoji and then put that one in there. So if you're watching on the replay or even live and you want to go check out the full version of that song, you now have the ability to do that. I'm just going to shorten that link. All right, all done behind the scenes. Speaking of behind the scenes, thank you very much to Baba, who has gifted 5 memberships. And who received those? Well, it was David Cartret, it was Lars Guitars, it was Mr. Smith, who's sneakily hiding in the shadows. It was Free Your Mind 2C and Dead Kex Most, who all got gifted memberships. And you know what? I've got some memberships to gift away as well. So why don't I gift another 5 memberships right now? I'm going to throw those out into the ether as a gift of love, and we'll see who gets these ones here. It is the same track, says Gregory O'Sullivan. Very cool. So we've got some additional members now. Green Hell, Splinter, Koror, Tony Nieros, and Odd Monkey VR are all now members of the Studio Live Today community. And by the way, if you need to find out how to make sure that you are eligible for memberships, because it's not super easy to do, I've got a video about it. If you search my name, YouTube Gifted Memberships Explained, Pete Johns, YouTube Gifted Memberships Explained, I'll show you how to allow those gifted memberships. If you have been on channels and a bunch of people are giving away memberships and you're like, why don't I ever get those gifted memberships? Well, it might be that you haven't been into this one particular screen that's hidden deep in the depths of YouTube and selected this one button. So I've got a quick 2.5-minute video that shows you exactly how to do that. Otherwise, you might end up like Paws and Guitars, where you think there's 100 tickets, you could buy 99 and still lose. Well, maybe you're losing because you haven't opted into receiving them. So check that first, because that could be a problem. All righty, let's continue the fun here. We've got another track here. This comes to us from Queer Cartoon Cowboy, who is a wonderful artist. They were our featured artist a few weeks back, and they got a new track. I've tried to create a southern gothic feel for this song using the GarageBand instruments and taking advantage of a heavy cold for the vocal. Oh, a heavy cold for the vocal. Pro tip there, folks. When you have a cold and you have that voice down here, you can often hit notes a good 5-6 tones lower than you usually can. It's always worth recording some baritone vocals at that time. Not that you're always thinking about that. You're like, I just want to go to bed and take some Sudafed and sleep. Thanks as always for your helpful tips and advice on the channel and your encouragement on YML. Well, thank you, my friend. It wouldn't be a show without you, because it's your Music Live, and this is Queer Cartoon Cowboy and Reason on said show.
I could have told you, don't turn off there. I could have warned you, but here we are. There's a reason I survived. There's a reason I got out of there with my life and my mind, you could say intact. But here we are, now I'm standing in the ashes with the rubble at my feet. See your face in the reflection in the broken glass. You're asking me, what am I doing? Don't you know? What am I doing here?
I'm counting my blessings. 1, 2, 3, what am I doing here? Don't you know? I'm counting them over. I feel there's a reckoning.
Very cool. Very good use of, having those lower notes being hit. Excellent songwriting and really cool use of GarageBand and those GarageBand instruments. Really is amazing what folks can do just with those virtual instruments within GarageBand. Really cool stuff there. Yeah, lots of use of the world instruments. I heard some of the strings in there and the guitars as well. Very cool stuff. Yeah, I forget to do the whole YouTube thing where I'm like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So thank you to Mark for reminding me and you that hitting the thumbs up really does help out. I promise you that it does help. It shows YouTube is all about engagement, and the more I can engage you, the better YouTube thinks of me. So if you would like to prove to YouTube that you are watching and that you're liking what you're seeing, you can hit the thumbs up down in the section below, or hit thumbs down if you really don't like me and you hate watching for some reason. Hit thumbs down, because here's a little secret, that's also counted as engagement. So if you don't like me, you should just not watch and not hit anything, because that would be the worst. But if you're watching and you hit the thumbs down, that's engagement. Why do you think YouTube is full of negative people sprouting negative BS? It's because, guess what? Bad attention's as good, if not sometimes better than good attention. It's sad. It's a sad society we live in, but it's reality. Open questions up next. They say this song is meant to be a playful take on trying to look on the bright side when times are tough. Always look on. I wrote it a year ago with my daughter, but it seems pretty relevant today. It took a while to record as I wanted to use real musicians and avoid AI. Kudos to you. I tried to cue the video to start at the 46-second mark because the ending is better than the beginning. Okay, see, I like that. We'll play it all the way through then. It's only 2 minutes 48, so we'll play the 2 minutes and 2 seconds that you've queued up for us here. So let's give this one a little tickle, shall we? Here, this is Open Question, and meet me at rock bottom.
You might say I'm depressed. I'm clearly not alright, but it's all about perspective. Soon I'll see the light. Meet me at rock bottom, baby. You can bring your friends. This won't last forever. You might miss it when it ends. Goodbyes and mistakes, lost jobs and bad dates. I can't turn back, I'm in too deep, so you're coming down with me. So tonight we're at rock bottom, baby, till the bitter end. We can't go any longer.
Very cool stuff there from Open Question. I like it. Yeah, good songwriting. We said we were going to play the whole thing, didn't we? I've completely broken my promise. So you know what? I'm a man of my word. Let's bring it back up.
Any lower. So let's live on the
never let it be said that I'm not a man of my word and a man of conviction. Even if when I make a mistake, it is usually unintended. Yeah, very cool visuals in that one, isn't it? Very nice indeed. We got one more song. That was our penultimate song of the first half. We got one more song to play for you. It comes to us from Scorched Legions. It's our ultimate tune. They say this song was written about Five Nights at Freddy's VR. FNAF, that's what the kids are calling it, I hear. Help wanted from the perspective of someone slowly losing their mind. It also uses alternate tuning instead of the usual. It's DGC FAD. So everything is down a whole step. Drop D? Yeah. Very cool. So drop D just creates that little bit more guttery. Actually, no, it's not drop D. It's just dropped a tone. Don't worry. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
Should I tell someone about you? I'm not so sure. Every time I see you, you've changed. What do you want from me? My identity, checking up on everything. Something's out of the ordinary, something I don't recognize at all. Should I answer his call? Should I tell someone about you? I'm not so sure. Every time I see you, you changed.
Very cool stuff. I mean, I know nothing of the whole Friday night at Freddy's sort of lore or culture or anything around it, but very cool. Yeah, it's got a bit of that rawness. It kind of reminds me of Weezer, a couple of their albums where Rivers Cuomo was just basically press and record and taking the first take and seeing how it works. Very cool stuff. Thank you. Yeah, round of applause to everyone for their awesome work here in the first half of the show. But guess what? Don't nobody go nowhere, because we've got another big half of the show. And when I say half, I don't think I split it very evenly today. So I think the second half should going to be a bit bigger than the first half. So we are, however, going to mod it somewhere. I do love that that octave melody worked well, didn't it? We are going to reveal our featured artist for you now, thanks to our friends at DistroKid. Don't forget, for less than $25 a year, you too can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums with DistroKid. Save 7% off using the link up there or in the description. This comes to us from Joey Cyclone. Now, this is a featured artist, and I'm going to read what they said about the featured song that we're going to play at the end of the show first, and then I'm going to play you the song that they first submitted to Your Music Live 4 years ago. Yeah. They say, hi, Pete. I released my first video on YouTube. Then all the self-doubt kicked in and I decided it wasn't good enough for anyone to hear. But your video on the pitfalls of being a creator gave me a kick up the backside, and so here it is. The song came about from a silly challenge by my brother-in-law. If you could start around the 30-second mark, then hopefully you can include some of the glorious one-note solo. Well, we won't be doing that. We'll be playing the whole thing, and we'll be closing the show out with the song that Joey's referencing there over on YouTube. However, back in 2022, Joey submitted this song on slaps.com and shared it here on Your Music Live and said the following. Hi, Pete. 30 years ago, this was an indie guitar pop song recorded by the band I was in at school, complete with cringe-worthy teenage lyrics. I've changed it up a bit, recorded in GarageBand on my iPad. The spoken word bit was created in the Speak For Me app. Cheers, Joey. So I just loved that story of creativity and of someone that wasn't quite that ready, and then decided that, hey, you know what? I'm just going to share. And that's so cool because, as you know, around here we say create, record, release. And it takes courage to put yourself out there and share your music with the world. And that's exactly what Joey's done. So a worthy featured artist. But let's go back in time. Let's get in the time machine and play this one here on slaps.com. This is Why Don't You Just Go Away? Joey Cyclone.
unbelievable. You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Why don't you just go away?
I love the change up there between the major and the minor. Just works like just that falling off by the semitone there works really well. Yeah, it has that 90s kind of vibe to it, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. And how cool is Joey Cyclone? Joey Cyclone sounds like a wrestler. I'm Joey Cyclone, or like a superhero, Joey Cyclone, like Cyclone Man or Cyclone Woman. No, I do like it. I like the name, and very, very cool track. And you'll get to hear the progression because we got something brand new from Joey Cyclone to share with you. And if you missed my chat about the pitfalls of being a creator, if you're feeling a lack of confidence, you're feeling like you're alone in this creative world with the anxiety and the self-doubt and the self-consciousness, yeah, I do recommend that video because it was cathartic for me to put out there what 10 things that I find challenging to this very day about putting myself out there. And yeah, you might get something if you get a little aha moment and you realize that, hey, if Johns can do it, I can too. Batten down the hatches for Joey Cyclone. A 50s gang leader. It's like, what of it? I'm Joey Cyclone and he's here at the Cyclone Birds. I'm sorry. I know that Joey has like a good sense of humor, and we'll take this all in their stride. But yeah, it is. It's fun. It's just a cool name. It's memorable, isn't it? Who's going to ever forget the name Joey Cyclone? You won't now. All right, let's jump in. Big second half coming up for you, folks. We're going to dive under the covers here. We're going to do another Play My Fire beat. We're going to play another song from our featured artist. It's going to be a rad old time. So settle in, grab your beverage of choice, preferably the Studio Live Today mug, because it tastes better from a Studio Live Today mug. And let's do this thing. This is Girlfriend in Your Luggage. They cover Rose, the opening theme from the anime Nana. I know nothing of anime, so for me, you could have told me it's an original song, but it's a cover song by Girlfriend in Your Luggage, the mysterious artist. We still haven't worked out who they are, where they're from. It's an absolute mystery. Let's give it a spin. that is girlfriend in your luggage, and whoever it is that programs that amazing voice synthesizer is a very, very talented person or robot. Very cool stuff indeed. Hello, Barry Glenn. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Yeah, round of the pause and guitars for that one. Very cool stuff there to kick off our Under the Covers segment. Next up, we got a familiar face. It's Ron Ward, everybody, doing a cover song. I really wanted to try covering this one to see if I could at least pay some homage to the original and learn something in the process. It was challenging because there was a lot going on in the mix, but I think it grooves a little. I played electric and acoustic guitars, electric bass, and programmed the drums, piano, and orchestration, all recorded in Logic Pro. The video was filmed at Strange Machine Studios, Saigon, and brought to life using Final Cut Pro. Let's take a look and a listen. This is a cover of Photograph, the Ringo Starr tune from Ron Ward.
Every time I see your face, it reminds me of the places we used to go. But all I've got is a photograph, and I realize you're not coming back anymore. I thought I'd make it the day you went away, but I can't make it till you come home again to stay. I can't get used to living here while my heart is broke. My tears have cried for you. I want you here to have and hold as the years go by and we grow old and gray.
Wow, he even made it into a little bit of guitar solo. That's something. That's saying something around here on Your Music Live to hear a little guitar solo. Very cool cover there. Yeah, Ringo's underrated, I've got to say. Nothing wrong with a bit of Ringo Starr. And he was the voice of Thomas the Tank Engine. The Fart Controller. No, that's more like the Shrek. I confused my Ringo Starr impersonation with my Mike Myers Shrek impersonation. Let's don't care. No, that's it, the same thing. Let's play some Adorable Anarchy. Hey, Pete, guess what? Another batch of songs submitted just in the middle of my insomnia. Here's my harp cover of Tom Petty's song, American Girl. And we're going to start it in at 40 seconds so that we get into the meat of this one. Let's give it a spin here. Adorable Anarchy. We have had pausage. We have had the first YouTube video playback crash I've ever seen on this show. Huh. Let's see if we can reload. That was weird. There you go, Adorable Anarchy. You've breached new grounds. You broke YouTube. So let's try that one again, shall we? Oh, that was bizarre. Okay, because I don't think I went anywhere unless I did. But yeah, you broke it. You broke Your Music Live. Congratulations. Take two. Adorable Anarchy here on Your Music Live. Let's press play and hope. I love it. Two people in a row, like Ron and then into Adorable Anarchy, who are clearly just enjoying what they were doing. And that is super cool. So we got there in the end, despite the weird internet thing. Oh, we're getting some additional stuff. There you go. Rolled into that next track there. So yeah, I think it was a combination of awesome harp work and the incredible kindness of Kristen Kruger that came together and said, Johns doesn't deserve this. Let's pause the video and let's crash everything. And we have the harp emoji. It's finally been updated. So harp was one of the new emojis, one of the new, how many were there? Like 15 new emojis that were added by the official. There's legitimately an official emoji sort of part of the, is it ASCII or ANSI or whoever the people that do the keyboards and the letters and the emojis and stuff. And harp is new. And last week we tried to put the harp up and it would not work. It gave us errors and now it seems to be working. All righty, let's us continue on and play another song. This one comes to us from The Lethargics, who are covering a track called Fortunate Son, one of my personal faves. So let's give this one a spin. The Lethargics here on Your Music Live.
Red, white, and blue. And when the band plays Hail to the Chief, they point their counting at you. Well, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't the president's son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't the fortunate one. Some folks born silver spoon in hand, Lord, don't they help themselves? When the tax man comes to the door, the lawyers send them somewhere else. They'll get it from the poor. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't a billionaire son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't a fortunate one.
I really like it because it's got enough of the original to kind of give you that familiarity, but it goes heavy and it goes in a very different way, and I like it. It's one of my favorite songs to play acoustically, and yeah, that one is just a fantastic, as Kristen says, cover version of that one. Very cool indeed. Yeah, round of the pause all way round. Have you hit the like button yet? Have you shared the show? Remember, sharing is caring. And you know who Karen is. Next up, we got Gayatri Gakwad Gulani. This evocative Marathi ghazal by renowned poet Vinda Karandikar, set to music by Ravi Datte, explores the deep introspective emotions of love, memory, and longing. The poem speaks of fleeting moonlight and forgotten signs, of untold feelings and unanswered questions. It portrays the quiet intensity of moments shared, the silence of things unspoken, and the haunting return of memories through familiar eyes. With its delicate imagery and emotional depth, the ghazal beautifully captures the bittersweet weight of the past and the present. And we're going to play it for you right here, right now on Your Music Live. Just really cool. Love the vocals and then the drums, just the rhythms of those drums is amazing. Always wonderful tabla, yeah, in there, and the percussion, just layers upon layers of wonderful percussion. Yeah, and a hypnotic voice as well. Yep. I've never come across this on my exactly, and that's kind of the thing. I love this because it's kind of like the random music generator. It's like for me, just putting it out there and saying anyone that comes across me that makes music, just share it with me. And look, not everything is appropriate for your music live. Someone that'll remain nameless sent me an amazing song during the week that if we ever do a YML After Dark Uncensored, we could definitely play that song. But yeah, like there's so much cool music out there that it's just wonderful to share. And I'm glad I can share it with you. Hello to Miss Stephanie. Thank you for dropping on by. Appreciate you being here. Hello to Tremor Bear. Thank you for being here. And yeah, Miss Stephanie, if you'd like to share your music here on Your Music Live, there may be some folks who have not heard your stuff and definitely should. So go ahead and submit a track for a future show. Paws and Guitars is up next. They Say. Hey Pete, this is an old country song written by Ian Tyson. I try to do all kinds of music. It depends on what mood I'm in. Just no hip hop, you know what I mean, dog? Yeah, look, never say never, mate. Never say never, because I've done a few. Wouldn't say hip hop, but I've done a few sort of more uh, R&B style, electronic style songs, and it can be fun. It can to stretch your musical muscle. Let's give this one a spin. This is called Someday Soon. Paws and Guitars.
There's a young man that I know, just turned 21. Comes from down in southern Colorado, just out of the surface, looking for his fun. Someday soon, gone with him. Someday soon. And my parents, they can't stand him, 'cause he works the rodeos. Daddy said he will leave me crying. Oh, but I would follow him right down the roughest road to hoe. Someday soon, gone with him. Someday soon. When you come to call my pa, ain't got a good word to say. But I bet he's just as wild in his younger days. Blow your own.
Paws and Guitars, very cool stuff there, and a nice little bit of country vibes going on. Yes, great vibes indeed. Hope that lifts your day. And Ashley HM, listening on the Lappian Hospital. This show always brightens my mood. Hope you are doing okay, my friend. Much love to everyone out there. There's some wonderful people in this community, and Ashley creates some awesome music, some face-melting metal mayhem, and she's always very kind as well with donations to the channel. So thank you, Ashley. We wish you all the best, as I do to each and every one of you. I know at the end of the show it's a bit cliched now. I say, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, keep creating. But I legitimately mean it, because I think self-kindness then generates a lot of kindness to others, and it's really hard. It's the whole thing, like when you're on a plane, it's fit your oxygen mask before you help others, and you do. You have to be in a mental state of calmness and happiness to be able to be calm and happy and support other people. So you got to look after yourself, folks, is what I'm saying. Next up, we got Driven to Right. Sometimes love can be a battle. Fighting, loving, learning how to knock 7 bells out of each other. But always there will be love. Written in 1988. Recorded in 2024 and video in 2025. So what would you say that is? 30 years, nearly 40 years in the making? Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it is our cold burger eating friend from earlier in the show, Driven to Right here on Your Music Live.
I didn't know that I could love you. I didn't know that I could trust you. Mi corazón, you are the only love I have when you look in my eyes. Do you see my soul is burning? I can't forget the meaning of the words you told me. No regrets. Love is only pleasure, pleasure's only pain. Mi corazón can only hurt me. And I'm glad of any pain, swearing that you won't desert me. Now my corazón betrays. Mi corazón, you're the only one that need. You have opened my eyes, and the world stopped turning. I can't forget the very last thing you told me. There's no regrets. Love is only pleasure, pleasure's only pain. Mi corazón can only hurt me. And I'm glad of any pain, swearing that you won't desert me.
Jeez, I wish I had that sort of range. I love hitting the low notes and hitting the high notes and punching and winning and doing all that sort of stuff. Good stuff there. Thank you for sharing Driven to Right. And sorry your burger was cold. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's why you got to watch the whole show, people. We'll go back and just watch from the start on the replay. All right, next up we got Blighter Productions. This track is called Birth Under Shroomlight. Birth Under Shroomlight. It's a very laid-back track with a style that I can best describe as hip-hop without any rapping on it and a lot of ambient elements. Okay? The rhythm shifts every now and then. The accompanying video is meant to be pure early 2000s VHS DV nostalgia trip. Okay, cool. I'm down. Are you down? Let's give it a spin. Blighter Productions, Your Music Live. Super smooth. Very cool stuff there from Blighter Productions. Good work indeed. Thank you for sharing. And thank you also to Olaj Lamek for the wonderful donation. Appreciate you. Folks like you that really do help keep the lights on. You don't know, or maybe you do, because you can see how things are going in the world. But it's a challenging time to be what do we call ourselves? Solopreneur, an independent, a sole contractor. Yeah, it's a challenge, but it's a challenge that I'm ready to take up. And it's folks like Olaj and Kristen and everyone who's a Patreon and a member and who donates and who does all the things. You're all awesome, and I appreciate you greatly. Next up, we've got Leovac, and they famously never give me a description. And I normally don't play songs without descriptions, because they put a full stop in the field where it says, you must fill in this field, give me at least a sentence about your song, and they refuse to. And this time they just gave me a smiley face. I reckon next time it's going to be like a wink, because they're going to be like, you're going to play me anyway, Johns. And I am, because I'm a sucker for cool music. This one's called Don't Wanna Laugh. Leovac, Your Music Live.
You can't control how to breathe, but I know I lost my mind and my soul's into mine. You know, there's a dirty game and it's hard to play for. I can't control how to breathe, but I don't know. You have something I will pay. The thought of faces go away. You're going to dance in the rain, And go ahead tonight. I don't wanna so close, we have not met yet. One time, I will not pray for everyone anymore. Just fuck off. You have something I will pay. The thought of faces go away. You're going to dancing in the rain, Go ahead tonight. I don't wanna laugh. Go ahead.
How cool is that? See, you can see why Leovac, even though they break all the rules, they just create these awesome grooves and awesome videos and songs that I kind of have to play them. That's just how we roll around here. So yeah, look, because rules are made to be broken, and as much as I'm a stickler for like do things the right way and whatnot, yeah, look, if you can color outside the lines every now and then, it's okay. Yeah. Let's see. Miss Stephanie says, I can relate. Sometimes I want to see how someone interprets my music without telling them what it's about. This is great. Yeah. And look, that's it. Absolutely. Smooth and satisfying. And speaking of smooth and satisfying, Kristen Kruger with another donation and a membership. That is awesome. You are a wonderful person. You are good and you should feel good. So thank you so much for that. And as Mark, who has been a member for 15 months, a patron for 4 years, and an awesome dude forever, yeah, feel free to become a member. I owe you folks a members stream. You would have seen my podcast. I was retesting my portable rig, and I reckon it's ready for some member streams of me strolling about again. So we'll be doing that in the coming days and weeks, because I got no excuse. The weather's cooler now. I can actually see my screen while I'm out walking because the sun's not shining directly on me. So we'll be doing that real soon. All right. Let's play one more song, then we're going to do our second and final Play My Fire beat of the show. This one comes to us from Nix, and they say, You Still Don't See It, featuring Lunex, was recorded as a cinematic duet between two sides of the same mind. Nix's vulnerable vocals contrast with Lunex's deeper, distorted tone to capture their internal conflict. This track blends glitch effects, layered harmonies, and digital static to mirror the unraveling of identity in a world ruled by illusion. Now, that's a cool description. Come on. I'll take the no description sometimes, but when you hear that, you're like, yes, please. Where do I sign up? Let's give this one a spin. Nick's here on Your Music Live.
I scroll till my eyes burn red. Lights and views dancing in my head. Taking pills just to stay online, but I lost my soul somewhere in the timeline. Everyone's perfect, I'm barely alive. Putting a smile just to survive. Chasing numbers like Damien Worth, but it's eating me from the inside first. I hear a voice when I start to break, like static in the quiet, wide awake. But I'll drown it out with another scroll. I just wanna feel in control.
You don't see it, only the screen. You watch the shadows, I watch the machine. You think the poison is likes and views, but I see the hands that tighten the noose. It's not the post, it's the fear they sold. Not the fame, it's the chain wrapped in gold. You chase approval, they chase the gain. You feel the dopamine, they feel your pain.
So lost in the noise and the light.
Very intense, and the back and forth of that is super cool. Love the imagery there too. Very simple of the chair and then the empty chair. Very cool stuff there. From Nix, featuring Lunex there on Your Music Live. Yeah, very circle of sound kind of thing going on. And look, my personal view on vocals, I think it could sound more raw and vulnerable without as much processing. That's just old man Johns yelling at clouds. I respect and appreciate that the processing there is not just, let's auto-tune for the sake of it. It is actually a choice, and it kind of sounds super cool, actually. I'm doing one of those circular things where I flip right around on my original thought and opinion. Time to give away another play, because it's time for Play My Fire beat here on Your Music Live. And I'm going to make it, oops, I've done something weird. I wonder if that'll work. Can we experiment? Instead of hashtag, I've accidentally put $DK. Instead of hashtag DK for our friends at DistroKid, I'm going to test this and to see if it works. Does this mean I'd never have to use hashtags? I can use $ instead? Oh, I can. There you go. So for some weird reason, we're going to do $DK, short for DistroKid, because DistroKid are our wonderful friend. I should have made it hashtag Kristen, but she would have been embarrassed if we made the hashtag Kristen, because she's donated so kindly. But $DK, there you go. Now, just as I'm trying to get rid of StreamYard, I realized that, hey, I didn't even have to use the hashtag, and now it looks weird. I kind of like the look of all these $DKs coming up. Oh, I like it. So yes, you can hit $DK and you can join the fun. And if you are chosen at random, and I do promise it's random, again, lazy man, not going to try and rig it. Don't have that kind of time or energy or effort to do that. We are going to play this song while we wait for you to get your entries in. It's from our old mate, Papa Courtney, who says, it's a song for the soul, to me anywho. Okay. And it's over here on his Bandcamp. You can find the link down in the description, as you can the links to everything we play on the show today. That rhymes, and you know that rhymes. Papa Courtney here on Your Music Live. Papa Courtney, that is fantastic, my friend. It's like a round. It's like the call and response of that of dun 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 dun. It's like got two of my favorite things, which is like a double guitar call and response thing going on, and it's 6/8 time. So come on now. Very cool. You definitely do have a flair for the guitar. Lots of cool melodies in there, and it's almost got that medieval vibe. Anyone else get like a medieval fair kind of vibe to it? Like a lute solo should come in at any moment. Very cool stuff there from our friend Papa Courtney. Hello, colourful energy, joining us just in time as we come towards the end of the show, because Colourful Energy may be featuring in a song towards the end of the show. Just a little preview there for you. You got one more song's worth of time to get your $ DKs in. Yeah, $ DK. We missed the hashtag, and apparently it works, so go figure. We're going to play this one from Herb Sing in just a jiffy, but the other thing we need to do is tell you about our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. Yeah, we talked about slaps.com, and slaps.com is like DistroKid Lite. So you can share your music there absolutely for free. And then when you're ready to get your music out there too, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, Deezer, Facebook, Snapchat, Roblox, for goodness sake, it goes everywhere. And here's what you do. You jump into DistroKid, you use the link up at the top there or down in the description, you save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plans. And talk about plans, they got plans out the wazoo from as little as $24.99 per year. Yes, year. Think about your other subscriptions. How many of them are $25 a year? No, they're more likely to be that per month if you've got your Netflix and your Disneys and your ESPNs and your, oh God, it never ends. I recommend this one, the Musician Plus plan. It's $44.99 per year, and you get some cool additional features such as sync lyrics in Apple Music, daily streaming stats, customized label name, and this very important one here, release date. If you're releasing music, you want to be able to customize your release date so that you can promote yourself. You can create some hype around your release. You can maybe try and get onto some playlists on some different platforms. So the ability to have that is super cool. You also get a second artist name. So if you've, like me, you want to have your main Pete Johns artist, and then I've got another artist called Righty Doki that I release music under, you can do that as well. And then you can even go up to the ultimate plan, which again is $89.99 per year, $7.50 a month. Again, what streaming platform what can you get? You can't even get Spotify. You can't even get your personal Spotify account for $7.50 a month, but you can release 5 artists worth of songs to everywhere for just that payment. It is so cool. It is so awesome, and I highly recommend DistroKid. I've been using them for years, long before they were a sponsor of this very show. So do yourself a favor, check out DistroKid. And now, Herb Sing, Praying for Rain, a demo from way back in 2006, which I never got around to recording properly, hence the dodgy mix. It's a song about many things, but at its heart, it's a song about contradiction, wanting to procrastinate whilst at the same time working hard and being prepared for something. An odd wish for some external catastrophe to get in the way and sabotage things before one's hard work gets the chance to be either a success or a monumental fail. Yes, some very odd, complex themes going on in this one. Enjoy. I get that. Have you ever had that thing where you're going to do a thing and it's scary? It's either really good or really bad, but it's kind of daunting and scary. And then something happens that like cancels it and gets in the way and you suddenly can't do it. And you're like, oh, that's good. There's something about us adult humans, especially the introverted types like me, canceling plans is like crack cocaine sometimes. Not that I've ever sampled that, but you know what I mean. Let's give this one a spin. This is Herb Sing. I apologize, Herb, for that weird introduction, but this is Praying for Rain.
I always settle for the less. I'd like your babies without the rest. I always settle. I'm always praying for rain to come down whilst worrying about
That is the coolest concept ever. Herb, you need to reproduce this song because, yeah, look, the mix is a little muddy and a little bit sort of, but yeah, you can hear what the song's doing there. Great vocals, wonderful melodies and hooks, very sort of 70s yacht rock style. But yeah, praying for rain while worrying about my hair is just such a brilliant metaphor. I've never heard that before. And it works so well in the song there. Because, yeah, there are times, aren't there, where you're hoping for something, but there's some part of your brain where you're just like going, yeah, but imagine if it got sabotaged, that wouldn't be the worst thing either. Then I wouldn't have to worry about it. Kind of takes the responsibility away, doesn't it? Very REO Speedwagon. A couple of folks said that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely stuff. All right, very cool. Are we going to do the draw? We're going to have a little Herb Sing background music while we do this draw because for some reason $ DK worked too. So we're going to turn up the volume here. Little Herb Sing. This is going to be a very laid back and chill drawing. Good luck, everyone. Oh, I nearly won. Oh, your winner is Mark Bro, which is fitting because I just checked the hockey score and Montreal are leading the Washington Capitals 2-1 in the third period, which is cool to see. I would love to see Montreal upset those Capitals. Yeah, Montreal, Canada, defeating the capital city of America. Kind of got a bit of poetic justice about it, doesn't it? So, Mark, you know the drill, mate. You've been around here forever. So go ahead and choose your song and we will go ahead and play it. Yeah, I'm 100% back in the Habs because I'm back in Canada. I reckon it's Canada's year for the Stanley Cup. I'll say it right now. I'm going to go on record here right now. A Canadian team is lifting the Stanley Cup. There you go. You heard it here first, folks. Get your bets in now. Actually, don't. Sport's way more fun when you don't gamble on it, despite what the TV ads will tell you. All right, we're going to play another song while we wait for Mark's decision on his track. This comes to us from Clayton Von Kluge and Tremor Bear. Yeah, they're back. They have teamed up for another song. Dr. Doom, KVK, and Bear have been having fun working together. Thank you, Pete, for playing everybody's music. Thank you for submitting your music. Should we just hit play? Let's just hit play. KVK, Trevor Bear. Bebop, cool thing. Clayton Von Kluge, Tremor Bear together at last. Well, again, in fact, and a very cool track there. Bebop, cool things. A very upbeat, very cool tune. And thank you greatly for sharing it. Appreciate you. A big time, round of the pause there. And Clayton, you did it, mate. You made it for your own song being played on the show. There's a bit of a running joke that Clayton Von Kluge is here in the chat, encouraging everyone, being super awesome until he submits a song and then he's nowhere to be seen. He goes missing in action. So good to have Clayton here for everyone else, including himself. All right. Now, Mr. Mark Bro won our Play My Fire beat, and he has chosen to pay it forward too. My goodness, you folks are kind and generous. And he's chosen a song that I haven't thought about, let alone heard, in a long time. It is our mate Steve Mara, who goes by the name Clearly Epic, excuse me. Wasn't going to get through that without a quick cough. Clearly Epic and Yale Aiden. And these were folks that I remember chatting about music and things back in the GarageBand users group, well, at least 5 years ago, because that's when it says this song was from. And they came together and collaborated on a song called Fall For Me. So this was from the 18th of January 2020, the before time. The long, long ago. Remember? Remember when the C word was just some weird thing in other countries that we didn't have to worry about? Yeah, then. So this is Clearly Epic. Fall For Me featuring Yale Aiden here on Your Music Live.
Surrender, that's all I'm asking. Your heart, that's all I'm taking. Surrender, surrender, fall for me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My love, I know you want me, sweet love. You can't resist me. Surrender, surrender, all for me. Ooh, 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 all for me. Your love, that's all I'm asking. Your soul, that's all I'm taking. Your heart, that's all I'm breaking. Fall for me. Ooh, 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 fall for me. Fall for me. Fall for me. Fall for me.
I forgot how beautiful Yale Aiden's voice is. Where are you, Yale? Used to be part of the GarageBand users community. Have not seen or heard from her in a while. And she used to go by the name Yamadaka as well, which was mentioned there at the start. Very, very cool stuff there from Steve and Yale. The Song of Sirens, luring the is that why you like it, Mark? Because it does. It sounds like the Song of the Sirens, luring the sailors in. And if you didn't know, Mark has a nautical past. Not naughty. Now he's naughty. Before he was nautical. We're on the homeward stretch here, folks. You had a good time? Are you having fun? I'm having a blast. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Very good times here. The Foundlings are up next. So, hi, Pete. This song came about during a low point in a romantic relationship, which resulted in a communication breakdown. Luckily, it rebounded, and now any miscommunication is now limited to the song's title. Oh, I like it. I like a story that ends up happy. So many of the songs are like, yeah, this is a story about a breakup and about my ex and how we hate each other. But this one sounds like it might have ended okay. This is We Don't Talk Anymore, the Foundlings here on Your Music Live.
Are my secrets safe within your ears? Are your lips the vault for my hidden tears? Is my darkest face something you could stand? Will the seeds of love finally find some place to plant? Will my scarred heart find solace in your hands? And you wonder why we don't talk anymore. Do you want intimacy? Can you handle honesty? Are you the receptacle for the spectacle of my life? I can't tell you how you should handle your business. So are you still a partner, or are you just a witness? Will this arrangement stagger in its swiftness? And I wonder why you don't.
We Don't Talk Anymore, the Foundlings here on Your Music Live. A very cool track for sure. Thank you for sharing that. I like the video too. Very, very nicely produced video stuff going on there. Nice airy mix. Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. We are coming swiftly towards the end. What have we got? We've got about 5 or 6 songs left in the stream here, including this next one over on the Cloud of Sounds. It comes to us from U4ER. Hey Pete, back again with a new single called Ultraviolet, releases May 2nd. Wanted to do something with a summer sound to it. Hopefully I captured it and hope you guys enjoy. Well, we are going to listen to it right now. It is called Oh, we've got an ad. Is it going to play? SoundCloud, look, you've made your platform look so much nicer, but your ads are still broken. It's not playing and it won't let me play the song without refreshing. Does anyone else have this? Is this just a John's thing? Anyway, good reason to use slaps.com from our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. This is Euphoria, Ultraviolet, Your Music Live. very groovy, very laid back, very chilled. I like it. Euphoria and Ultraviolet. Thank you for sharing that one as we move swiftly towards the final song here on the show. Brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid and the wonderful donations. We just got a donation in from Spicy Tempo via the PayPal. So thank you so much. Yes, you can donate via PayPal, the Super Chat, the Super Stickers. You can become a Patreon member or a member of the YouTube channel. All those things are available and super appreciated. Dr. Strathmore 23 says, this song is part of my upcoming album, Very New Chapter, and is after the softest single Moving On, more punk rock again. We appreciate a bit of punk rock, and this song is a wee 1 minute 56 in length, so we'll be playing the whole thing.
Running down the river, running down the road, I'm feeling the silence on my boat. Reaching out for more, reaching out for gold, I'm feeling the violence of a flow. Sometimes I feel it all, sometimes I feel it whole, and my body is about to drown. Sometimes I feel it all, sometimes I feel it whole, and my body is about to drown. Breaking the law, breaking the seal, feeling the silence to be real. Guiding you in search, guiding you ahead. I'm feeling the violence in my head. Sometimes I feel low, sometimes I feel it whole, and my body is about to drown. Sometimes I feel low, sometimes I feel it whole, and my body is about to drown.
How rockin' is that? Pure Stratocaster rock and roll goodness on that one. Outstanding stuff there. Very cool. We wanted to play some Overgoat. By the way, there's some cool stuff. If you follow Overgoat on Instagram, this is completely left of field. I asked if there was any behind the scenes stuff of that cool video that we shared a couple of weeks back, and there is. So make sure you follow folks on places like Instagram if you want to see a little more behind the scenes type stuff. Yeah, look at all these rounds of the paws. The paws are getting rounded in huge numbers here. So that's very, very cool. Thank you for that. And thank you for sharing that one. Dr. Strathmore 23. I did some research during that song. And did you know that, you know how I like saying ultimate, penultimate, and anti-penultimate? There is pre-anti-penultimate, which is the fourth to last, which is the song we're about to play you. And there is actually a word, I checked, it's in the Collins Dictionary, pro-pre-anti-penultimate. Pro-pre-anti-penultimate. That's what that Dr. Strathmore 23 track was, the fifth to last. I'm sorry, but as soon as you're saying pro-pre-anti-penultimate, you might as well say fifth to last. Otherwise, you're just trying to sound like you know more than you do, which is this guy right here. Was it with a humbucker bridge? I wasn't paying attention, Doug. I should have known I'd be picked up. As soon as I start trying to identify guitars, I'm going to get that. Yeah, there you go. Anti-penultimate. But this next one is the fourth to last, which is just the pre-anti-penultimate. Oh, do we have some fun around here? We nerd out in a big bad way. This is Harriet B. Hi, Pete. It's starting to get a bit warmer here in London, but not quite summer yet. Does summer actually ever happen in London? Just a thing. This is a little song with a summer vibe. I hope a bit of escapism from our grey skies, at least, and a bit more upbeat to my usual, I hope. Very cool. Let's give it a spin. It's called My Island, Harriet B.
palm trees sway along the bay to my island, my island, my island. Come with me where the sun shines bright. We'll end each day by candlelight. Forget your cares, forget tomorrow. Sing out your blues, sing out your sorrow. Have a dance, sip some wine. Even if the sun don't shine, you'll feel your worries drift away and float upon that turquoise day. On my island, my island, my island. My island is the place to be, where the people live in harmony. My island is where I am truly free. Hand in hand we walk the shore. We'll leave our troubles at the door. And as we gaze across the sands, we'll have all day, we won't have plans. So
Harriet B. How nice is that? And yeah, Harriet has hit us in the feels with some fairly heavy and meaningful songs. It's wonderful to hear something a little more upbeat. And look, it's not to say that you shouldn't share stuff that is meaningful and that hits you in the feels and warms the cockles, but that one is just cool. Just a nice little gentle vibe there for our pre-anti-penultimate song. Yes, Thomas says we need to learn a bunch of Latin so that we can just keep adding to the words. It will not be long before I start the show and it's like, welcome to our mega logger pre-pro anti-multi-polky penultimate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Latin. I don't know any words. Hey, it's speaking of Greg Cutto, we weren't, but we did right at the start. 2 hours and 14 minutes ago, we played a Greg Cutto track, and here he is. It's just like that. Good night and farewell to our friends Joe and Barry Glenn, who have had to step out, and Washington just tied it up with 3 minutes left in the third period. So it looks like I'm going to go watch some overtime hockey before the LA Edmonton game that's on soon. Yes, because you need to know about my hockey watching. I mean, hopefully you like to know that I'm a balanced individual. I do other things outside of music. Not much, but no. Now let's get into this, because is there an anti-penny hanging around, an anti-penultimate song? Yeah, this is our third to last track. This comes to us from Patrick Moonbird, who, if you've been around this community for a while, you'll know that Patrick has been creating cool lo-fi jams and epic instrumentals, as well as some cool vocalized tunes for the longest time. And this one's no exception. This song was written for his wife on their 13th anniversary, which is super cool. Hope you all enjoy Patrick Moonbird and Anna's Lullaby, our anti-penultimate tune. How nice is that? Just that gentle side chain and the beautiful sort of bells there with the melody. Yeah, it just has that pulsating tremolo side chainy type effect that works beautifully in that one. Anna's Lullaby there from Patrick Moonbird, who is a great musician and a very wonderful dude as well. Hope you are doing well, Patrick. That is our anti-penultimate song. We've now got our penultimate tune, and I'm glad that we have Colourful Energy with us here because this is the Multinationals, the latest song from them. Joining us for this one is our very good friend Colourful Energy. She brings an exotic Egyptian sound to the song with her amazing keys. Hope you like it. So this is old mate John David Lees and friends, as well as in this one, Colourful Energy. Let's give this one a spin. Our penultimate tune on Your Music Live.
Now I believe life's a journey. In life, love comes in many ways. This road we're on, where you find out that love will make you scream and shout. Now everyone who knows this pain will never feel the same again. Our hopes and dreams, our beating hearts get snatched away and torn apart. This life is tough, we struggle on, we persevere, got to stay strong. So listen up, 'cause you don't know what's going on, what would you go? I loved you from the very start. It felt good like a work of art. You made me feel like I could fly, then fucked me up, left me to die. Some memories, they make me cry.
How cool is that? Yeah, very nicely done there from Colourful Energy. JDL, John David Lees, and the other member of the band who are hopefully here in the description because I always forget who plays in the band. We have JDL, Klaus on guitars, mixing and mastering, Lord Extras, the coolest bass player on the planet, and Rock Forever R4, the metronome of the band on drums. There you go. Very cool stuff indeed. And oh, look, there's shout outs to the cool channels in the description there too, including this one. Flattery will get you everywhere. Yeah, cool stuff, isn't it? Very cool. Very cool to see folks get together from all places and combine and create great music like that. All righty. I mean, it's been a gas. It's been a blast. We've had fun, but all good things must come to an end, and that includes this very show. So we're about to play our ultimate tune. Before that, however, we need to do our usual housekeeping, and that is to say thank you. This week, I wanted to highlight the wonderful moderators, in particular, a bloke who you see in here keeping people safe, slinging links and making sure that everyone's having a good old time, and that's our mate Thomas Christ. So can we get a big round of applause for Thomas Christ? I'd also like to shout out to our other moderators who, when Thomas is unavailable and unable to be here, we've got Jade Star, we've got Mark Bro, we got Leela on the bench, we got a whole bunch of cool people. I'm going to forget so many people that I haven't actually mentioned here, but thank you to each and every one of the moderators because, yeah, it makes my job a heck of a lot easier. I can just worry about keeping the music flowing when I don't have to worry about people coming in and spamming and putting dodgy things in the chat. So thank you to Tom and Co. for doing all of that. Thank you to all the wonderful artists who have submitted their songs on this week's show. It's been a great show. I think a diverse range of music. We've had everything from instrumental epic bits to great cover songs, amazing rock songs, some hardcore metal stuff as well, and some wonderful collaborative efforts where the community get together. And that always warms my cockles. Thank you so much for being here and viewing. If you've been here watching the show live, you know how cool it's been. It's always great. I love the chat because there's always a secondary and even sometimes a tertiary conversation going on in there, which is always cool. And massive thank you to Spicy Tempo for your donation, to Kristen Kruger for the double dono and becoming a member as well. Thank you to Olaj for your donation also, and to Ufsi Baba who gifted you all some memberships. How cool is that? Yeah, very cool indeed. And also, the only person left to thank is, of course, our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. If you're an independent creator, you may already know about DistroKid. In fact, maybe your DistroKid renewal's coming up and you're like, do I stick with this? Stick with it, folks, because it is such a small expense for the value you get out of it. Having your music out there to the world, just compare it to those other subscriptions you have. It's a no-brainer to have your music out there with DistroKid. Let's finish up here. It's our ultimate tune. I read this earlier, but for those that maybe joined us since, Joey Cyclone's our featured artist. And we played Joey's first submission from like 4 years ago. And now we're playing this one. And about this, Joey said, "Hi, Pete. I released my first video on YouTube, then all the self-doubt kicked in, and I decided it wasn't good enough for anyone to hear, but your video on the pitfalls of being a creator gave me a kick up the backside, and so here it is. The song came about from a silly challenge from my brother-in-law, if you could start at around the 30-second mark, but hopefully you can include some of the glorious one-note solo." Well, no, we're playing the whole thing, because this is our featured video, our featured artist, our ultimate tune. So all that's left is for me to say, folks, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, keep creating, and I'll see you all next time here on Your Music Live. Bye for now.